so we got the incline right now, so we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna try it out. What is up, guys, and welcome back to a new video. If you are new to the channel, let me take a second and just introduce myself. My name is Oscar Johansson. I am 23 years old. I live in Los Angeles, but I'm currently stuck here in Norway, and you know, everything's going on with this coronavirus, so I figured why not build my own gym. If you have seen my recent videos, I made one do-it-yourself weight plates. If you haven't seen that, I will post a link in the description down below. And I also made a do-it-yourself weight rack, and I will leave that description in below as well if you haven't seen that one. But for this one, guys, we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna make some heavy dumbbells. Yes, you heard it here correctly. So I'm just gonna show you a couple of things that you're gonna need to make these dumbbells, okay? So first of all, you're going to need some concrete. This right here is a 20-kilo bag of concrete. You're going to need some water for the concrete. I just want to say first, before I start blending and stuff like that, that concrete right there is already blended. It is perfectly fine to just use the concrete. You don't need to use any sand or anything like that. You're wondering the dumbbells, right? We need a form. This one right here is a grouting tube, as you can see right here. And we're going to use these to shape the dumbbells. You can probably find one at Home Depot or something like that. If you live in Norway, you can probably find it in Jula and stuff like that. To mix the cement, we are going to use buckets right here. These ones are the ones I used from before, so you can see there is already some concrete inside. I try to get some away, but eventually it will get away. And also, you do not need this, but I do have these tools right here. I did not spend any money on the tools. I didn't spend anything at all, almost. I can probably show you guys how much I spent on all of these on top of the screen, so you can see how much I spent. I didn't spend that much. I do have this one to mix the concrete with, which is going to make it more convenient and easy and faster for me. You're also going to need these to mix the cement and stuff like that, just to make it nice and stuff like that. You are going to need some armoring. As you can see, I got small, what do you call it, poles? Try to look for something like this. Looks like nails. You can probably use nails as well. You are going to need a scale. I'm going to use a bathroom scale, but I'm also going to use another weight as well. I will go more on how I'm going to weigh stuff and stuff like that later. I'm just going to show you guys what you're basically going to need. You're going to need these. So you can probably choose whatever you want, but this is probably one of the best things I could find. What we're going to do with these is that we're actually going to screw nails into it, so they're going to stick outside. It's going to make the big 20 kg slabs basically stick there, so when you curl it, or not curl it, you're not going to curl 40 kilos. Or some of you probably are going to do that. Legends. I will go more into that when we start to do everything. I just want to show you guys what we're basically going to use first. And also, we're going to need 2 pieces of cardboard, because they are going to work as a lid. On top here, we're going to tape them. So we're going to need some tape. We're going to tape them over here so it doesn't leak out and stuff like that when it sits down. You're going to need a saw, and you're going to need something to measure with. But now you guys know basically roughly what you guys need for it. I'm basically just going to try to make half of it today and half of it tomorrow. You guys will see later on. So let's go ahead and let's start to create these heavy dumbbells. Oh, also, both the dumbbells are going to be 40 kilos each. This is the other scale. It stops at 11 kilos. I learned that the hard way on my last video, but we are going to use that one as well in order to weigh these, because we want it to be 40 kilos exact, right? This is basically made in order to have concrete in it. I didn't know that when I bought it. But yeah, we're going to start off by cutting this one in 2. So we are going to go ahead and measure this one first. 80 centimeters. So we are basically going to go ahead and we're going to do 40 right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark that. So now we know that that is our 40 mark. But just to be a bit more sure, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add another 40 mark right here. And then we are going to go ahead and we're going to add another 40 mark. Last one, just add it right here. Okay, so we're going to try to cut this as perfectly that we can. Well, let's see. That is, wow. That is pretty good if you ask me. We are going to need these ones on the bottom though. So what we're gonna do right now is that we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go and get the other cardboard and we're gonna attach like a lid here. And we're basically just gonna take a circle around it. Gotta make it as nice as possible. Just like that. So now you have a clean and nice circle. I am going to grab a scissor. I'll be back soon. I'm just gonna show you on the first one so you guys can know what to do. I am basically gonna go like this and I'm just gonna cut around it just like that. You want to leave a little bit though. You want it to overlap just a little bit. Okay, just like that. That will probably work. Now you can see that this one fits pretty nicely just around there. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna fold it right here and then we're gonna tape it just like so. So it kind of overlaps because we want it to overlap. Because if it doesn't overlap, it can basically leak out underneath here if it doesn't overlap just a little bit. So that is a nice trick. Duct tape, just use whatever you got. I got this tape right here. And this is basically what I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna find the thingy right here. What even is this? Is that it? Here we go. There we go. And then first of all, I'm gonna start off just like that. Make sure you fold it. Smooth. It's overlapping everywhere right now. That is what we want. Don't be afraid to make a thick layer. And after a while, just go a bit harder. Boom. As you can see inside here, we got a nice form. It will not leak out. As you can see, it's overlapping and stuff like that. And also, if it leaks out, no worries at all. You can just go ahead and grab a knife and just scratch it out. I am actually, just for the sake of it, just gonna go ahead and put some tape over here as well. Better safe than sorry, right? This is the first time I'm ever making dumbbells, so do not kill me in the comments. Boom, just like that. Look at it. I am super happy with this one. I am going to do the next one and I will be back with you soon. Now we got both of them, as you can see right here. We got the forms. I am pretty stoked about how they turned out. So now you know how to make them. Okay, so let's start mixing the concrete. So now, we got this tool right here. I'm gonna use one of the buckets to make the cement, but you are going to need 2 buckets, and you will see that later on, unless you got a big bucket. But we're just gonna use 1 bucket. So we know that this right here is 20 kg, right? We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna put it into the bucket. Now we'll put it right in here. If you do not have a bucket, you can go ahead and you can mix it on the ground. Like, anything is possible, guys. Just use your imagination. If you don't have this equipment, I do have this equipment, so that's why I'm using it. We are going to need water right here. And we are basically gonna go ahead, take this one, and we are gonna create a small hole just like that. And we're basically just gonna put the water right here in the middle. It's important the consistency of the concrete is perfect. Make a small hole in the middle right here. And we'll start to go around it. Go from the bottom. I want to do this before I bring in the big machine, because it's easier to do this, because the machine might get stuck and stuff like that. So that's why I'm just going by this approach first. I'm seeing that I can add a bit of water. Make sure you don't add a lot of water. Add a little bit at a time, okay? just like that. That is enough. Remember, we want it to be kind of thick, so it is basically done. But a technique to see if it's really done, you can go ahead and you have the concrete right here, right? You make a line just like that. You go a bit under and you go up. You can see these walls right here, and that means you got the perfect concrete. Next step, we're gonna put it into the shapes. What I'm gonna do first is that I'm actually just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get some nails and a hammer and try to hammer some nails in it. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna screw some holes and put in some screws. Hold it. I do not know if you're gonna find this or whatever you're gonna use, if you're gonna use like a wooden thing or whatever you're gonna use, but this is what I'm gonna use right here. So if you don't have this problem, just go ahead and screw some long nails into it or hammer some long nails into it. And that is basically what you need to it, but I'm going to show you how it's going to look on my part. I think it might work. You know what? I have come to the realization that we're going to basically screw a hole into it instead. Guys, I'm not lying. I did not know how I was going to do this. I mean, I got the idea in my mind, but I just have to pursue it. But it's all about using your imagination, and if something doesn't work, just try something else, you know? There, guys, is our first hole. So we're gonna create a couple of them over here. Oh, also, I almost forgot myself, but one thing that is super important, you are going to have to measure what you got first. This one right here is approximately, this is 30 centimeters, right? So we know this is 30 centimeters. Your hand is gonna go in the middle. You can see approximately 11, like around 11 is my hand, so we're gonna use 6. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna measure all the way over to 6. I'm gonna use a nail just like that. So now I know that right here is 6. So I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna do any holes, but that is as far as it is gonna go inside the dumbbell. I'm gonna go at 6. That is the lowest I'm gonna go. So create a small mark, just so it's easier to drill a hole into it. That's just so you can see how it's gonna look. It's gonna be something roughly like this. Whoop, they're dropping out right now. I'm just gonna do something to make them stick. Maybe some tape or something like that, but they're gonna look like that, and it's gonna be like that on that side as well. We are basically gonna do some math right now. I'm not fairly good at it, but you know, we're gonna have to do a bit. Okay, so as you can see, this one goes to 250 or 260 to be exact, when this one right here is on top of it, right? This one right here is important to weigh, so we're gonna weigh that, and that is gonna put it at roughly, hold on, it's gonna put it at 500, but we're gonna put 2 nails also over it. So I would say this one right here would be 250 grams, right? So now we know that this is 250, right? That means we're basically gonna subtract 250 grams from the concrete. This concrete right here right now is not 20 kg because we put some water in it as well, so it's more. It's probably 23 or 24 kilograms right now. Just gonna go ahead and we're gonna do 19.705, so 19.7 kilos over to this one right now. By the way, for that one we're gonna need a bathroom scale. So we got a solid right here. Okay, awesome. So this is why you need a new bucket. We know it is 260. We put that one on, so it's basically like 1 kilogram. I'll just say 1 kilogram. So that means we're gonna do 18 point. Actually, let's just do 18.6. Transfer it over here. There's probably a way easier way than this, but this is what I'm doing. If you guys have an easier way, just comment down below what you're doing. Actually had to add some water because it was super dry in the bottom. I will just do 18.5 just to make sure. There we go. We got 18.5. So we're basically gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this into the mold. I'm gonna put it on top of this block. Make sure it's stable. There we go. Put it here, and then you can just start to fill the mold. Okay, so I'm just going to use this small one right here. Push it a bit down. Just like that. Also guys, I'm going to go ahead and push it a bit more in. But before I do that, you see these armorings right here? It's going to work as armoring, so we're just going to basically stick a few of them inside to the concrete. It's nice because it's going to make the whole thing kind of stick together. Make sure it's even. Super important. One thing that is important, you got some air pockets in it, right? We don't want that. So you're gonna take this thing right here and we're gonna pound it to the ground. Just like that. And as you can see at the bottom, it is holding pretty nicely. And now it is important that we don't go underneath 6. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this one right here in here. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it a bit more underneath it, just like so. We got some sticks right here. Probably good right here, and that is actually pretty perfect if it stays. Awesome. It is gonna have to stay like that for over 24 hours, I believe, because it's that thick. It is basically gonna be that long on each side, but you do not have to make this big. You can make a lot more small ones and stuff like that, because I like to lift heavy weights. This is gonna be the only dumbbells that I'm gonna have. I'm eventually gonna make 20 kg and 30 kg as well, but I'm gonna start off with 40. I do have a bench press. I do have a rack that I'm gonna show you guys later, so I'll just like go around with my gyms to show you guys basically what I made and what you can make also if you watch through my videos. So that is basically half of the dumbbell. You saw that, right? So I will have to wait until tomorrow until this one right here dries a bit. I will create a roof over it because I think it's gonna rain tomorrow. I'm not fully sure, but I'm gonna have to put a roof on top of it. I'm just gonna show you guys tomorrow. It's so hard to explain what I'm gonna do, but these ones are gonna have to dry until tomorrow. So do the same. But what I'm gonna do right now is that it's getting super dark and I really have to hurry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make the other half as well. But I will see you guys when that is done. We are basically done with the other one. As you can see, we got the concrete inside. It actually turned out pretty well this time also. I'm actually doing this right. It's the first time and I'm actually pretty excited about how it turns out. And obviously we will see when it's done. But I got a good gut feeling about this, so I'm just gonna do exactly the same thing. I'm gonna place this one right here into that one, and I'll see you after that. So that is basically the 2 dumbbells, as you can see right there. We are gonna have to wait until tomorrow, as I said, in order to make the other ones. But this is actually going great, and if you are still watching, please smash the thumbs up button. It will mean the world to me. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers since I started to make this do-it-yourself videos. It is the next day. We are gonna go out. It has been 24 hours. We're gonna go out and we are gonna look at the dumbbells right now and see how it looks. So by the way, I want to say it was raining yesterday. I don't think it made a difference. So let's see right here. It looks pretty nice, as you can see. So they're actually pretty solid, and I am pretty... Wow, these are actually super nice. The only thing is that I'm not fully sure on how I'm gonna get it out of this tube right here. But I'm gonna try to get them out right now and try not to damage these, because we really need these for the next batch. What I'm gonna try to do is that I'm actually just gonna go ahead and get a knife to cut open. So I will bring this one inside real quick. So we got these 2 right here. I'm actually gonna lay it down here and then we're gonna remove this part. See, it looks pretty wet right now. That is just the color. I'm actually gonna leave it like this to dry a bit more, and I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. and then I'm gonna be back with you guys later on after it dries. It might be that I'm gonna wait until tomorrow because it's Sunday, the stores are closed, and I would actually want to buy one more of these because it's better to be safe than sorry. Actually, I'll just wait until tomorrow instead of cutting them open, and I'm just gonna buy a new one. It's gonna cost me $5. So I guess I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, we are back at the store. So I had to pick up another one. It is 50 kroners or roughly $5, but now we can go ahead, go home and make the rest of the dumbbell. It is currently the next day. We are finally gonna do this. As you can see, it has totally dried underneath as well. So what I'm gonna do right now is that I'm gonna get a knife and I'm just gonna cut this open real quick. Hey guys, this is why I needed a new tube. So now you guys know what not to do. I mean, still, I haven't done this before, so you know. Ooh, look at that. If you ask me, that looks pretty good. Nice everything. It's gonna be a super big dumbbell though. I'm not gonna lie. You can see it's kind of rough around the edges, but I'll fix that later. Let's weigh it. This one right here is 17 kilos on the dot. That is nice. So that means we are not gonna have a 40 dumbbell. I'm just unwrap the other one and check that weight too. Hold it. It's right here. Let's check the weight on that one. 17.2. Let's check the other one again. That is 17.2. Okay. So that means both of them are 17.2. So I'm just gonna do like 17 kilos on each side. So for some reason, they did not turn out to be 20 as I did, but the thing that happened was I put this one right here on some blocks. So do make sure that your ground, the ground you're putting it on, is stable. But no worries at all though, we're still gonna work with it. We are going to do 17 kilos on this side and 17 kilos on that side. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Even though everything is not going as planned, it's still gonna be a super great dumbbell to use, and 34 kilos, I'm happy with that. So we're gonna go outside, I'm gonna make the next batch and show you guys how I do it real quick. Finally back on track guys. I'm gonna show you what to do basically right now. We got the other pipe that I went ahead and bought. So what we're basically gonna do first is that we're gonna measure this one right here. This one is 23.6. That means we're gonna make this one 23.6. It's gonna make it as long as this, as thick as this, and that means it's gonna be the exact same weight, and that is what we want right now. I am actually just gonna go ahead and cut this one out real quick. You guys already know how to do it. I showed you guys previously. I'm gonna do that on both of them, and then I'll be back with you after that. Here you got it. Both of them are clear. So the thing is, so I'm gonna make it 17 kilos. It's totally gonna be 34 kilos, but I intended it to be 40 kg. So I put the scale on where you can see the cement is lying on right now. And that is basically the reason it gave me a false reading. No worries at all though, I'm super happy with the results. As you can see, both of the weights are, both of the dumbbells are looking pretty good if you ask me. So right now, I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna blend the concrete as you already seen that I've done before. So I'm not gonna include that right now, but I'm gonna blend it up, and after that, I'm gonna fill the forms, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to put the dumbbell over it so you can stick them together. First of all, I am just preparing this one right here. It is important to have some nails that sticks out. I am just gonna go like this, and I am going to tape it. When the concrete goes around it, it's gonna stick like a glove, so do not worry about that. Two of them right here as well, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Efficiency, guys, efficiency. You can probably already tell it's the first time I'm doing these as well. I know it's a hard time for everyone trying to keep their gains, but I'm not the type of person that can sit still. So I hope that if you're watching this, just go ahead. Nothing is literally stopping you, so just go ahead and do it. Make them. No excuses. Maybe it's not going to be perfect, but at least you did something. Okay guys, so the concrete is the consistency that we want. I do not need a scale right now because these ones are the exact same size as that one right there. So that means it's going to be the same weight. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to transfer the concrete inside here. Nice thing right here. And right now I'm going to show you how we're going to do this right here. So I'm lucky enough to have blocks like this. So I'm going to stack these blocks on top of each other right here. This is basically the hard thing, to get the right height, but I believe we found some books and stuff like that. So let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to try on the first one. And we can add some concrete side here. Okay guys, so now you can see I can fit my hand through here, and I am super stoked about how these turned out. As you can see, I'll show you guys real quick. As you can see right here, I made it kind of smooth and stuff like that, so it's actually pretty nicely. This will have to sit until tomorrow. Hopefully nothing will fall down, and I will do this to the next dumbbell. Okay guys, so as you can see, we got the first dumbbell right there, and we got the second dumbbell right there. I can fit my hand perfectly inside them with maybe that much clearance on each side. So the thing is that I hope that it will stay like this until tomorrow. So cross our fingers, right? As you can see, it is still standing. It actually looks pretty good, pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lift them inside real quick. If you ask me, that looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty good. What I'm gonna do right now is that I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove this one right here. See, this looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna start to use them until tomorrow, so they're still gonna dry. I just want to say again, it's the first time I am ever trying to do this, so do not kill me in the comments. But if you have any suggestions though of how I should have done it differently or something like that, just go ahead and comment down below. I will obviously make way more weights and dumbbells because I'm trying to make my own gym. So just go ahead and comment down below. I will really appreciate that. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna lift it up. Woo, look at that. And then I will place it right here. Guys, that right there is our first ever dumbbell. So they're both are out. As I said, I'm gonna leave it until tomorrow before I do anything at all, and I will wait it tomorrow as well so we can get the final verdict. I'm sorry about this video being super long. I went on YouTube and I tried to look at videos. I'm the type of guy who likes to see the process from start to finish. That's why I made this video, so you guys can basically see how it is done. If one of them is a bit heavier than the other one, don't worry at all. You can just go ahead and cut the corners and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of things you can do to tweak it. But enough talking. I'm gonna leave it until tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It is the last and final day. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna weigh this one first. It feels pretty heavy. Let's see. So that one is 32.8. This one right here. This is 33.2. That is 400 grams difference. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut a little bit here and there. I'm not gonna show you guys that. You obviously know how to like cut everything. So I'm just gonna cut into a bit. Still 33.2. It's gonna take a long time. But I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and try it out for you guys, so you guys can see that it works. It doesn't, you know, fall apart. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add 2 pounds in a way, maybe with plastic or something like that. And this one I'm gonna scrape it up, so they both are gonna turn out to be 33 kilos. But I could not be happier. 33 kg on each dumbbell is super nice. I'm pretty happy with the results, and we're gonna go up right now and we're gonna test it. So I'm obviously just gonna go ahead and warm up first, but now you can see the gym. I got the power rack right here with the squat and the bench press. I made some plates as well. Some that is 55 pounds, and then that is 55 pounds as well. But I'm just gonna go ahead and warm up for the big boys right there. Oh, also, if you guys want to see how I made the power rack and the, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You guys want to see how I made a power rack and stuff like that? It is on my channel. I will link the video in the description down below as well. I'm just gonna do 2 more sets, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try out these ones. So we got the incline right now, so we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna try it out. Okay guys, so we're back inside. We did a super good chest workout. I am super stoked on how this all turned out, but if you're still watching, thank you so much. Please smash the thumbs up button and subscribe. It will mean the world to me. The fact that all of this didn't turn out the exact same I wanted, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And since they were that big and 33 kilos, imagine how big they would be if they're 40 kilos, right? And I learned a lot that I'm gonna use next time I'm gonna make dumbbells as well, because I'm gonna make a whole gym. That's what we're gonna do. And also, you don't have to make the dumbbell this big. You can make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want. I just wanted to make big ones because I like to lift heavy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.